Hey all, welcome back. This is part 4 of the bathroom renovation. This one I'm going to be fitting my shower and bath taps, or at least attempting to. I'm going to put them on this back wall, which means I'm going to have to build this wall out and make like a false wall at back of here, so that I can run all pipe work up and everything for it, and then the bath's going to slide up to that wall. So yeah, let's crack on, start building this frame. Right, so I've got these cut. That's going to go in middle there. Now, this beam, this side here, is about central to wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this central to that, and the shower, it's one of them rainfall shower things, so it's got a pole that goes up, which I'll be able to screw straight into this beam here. So what I need to do is fix these to wall, and then I'm going to put some cross members in so that the mixer tap part for the shower can bolt to one of them. And also I've got the hardy backer boards, so I need to figure out where the gap is going to be on them so that I can screw it to it and it's all going to be nice and solid. It also works out because when the bath is in this section here, the shower screen is going to come off of this side, and the shower screen that we're getting is actually about the same as this. So it's going to come out to about the same as this section here, and then across here is going to be another piece going across, which is going to create a shelf, you know, so you can put all your gel and shower gel and stuff like that on it. But I've also got some bath taps that are going to fit into the wall as well. So rather than being directly into the bath, they're going to stick out of this wall. So they're going to come out pretty central. I think it might look alright. I don't really know. I know conventionally you'd have the shower coming out from this wall, but the shower that we've got and the space that we've got, I just can't do it. So it's going to have to come out of this side, but the the shower head is going to be pretty much central, so it'd be the same if it came out of this wall as what it will out of this wall, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's why I'm putting it on this back wall, and then the shower screen can go here. So yeah, I'll get these fixed to the wall. I'll get my laser level set up, and I've got some metal brackets so that I can screw it all to the wall and figure out where I need all my cross members. Right, so that's the main structure part done. I do need to add some cross members. This is a bit short, but you get the idea. I need to figure out whereabouts the shower fittings and everything is going to go. I've marked on these two spots. That is where the backer board will come down to. So that will get screwed on to there. So I need to have something at the back of that where it's going to join, so I can screw it and it's not going to, you know, it's not going to flex, which I don't think it would anyway, but you know, if you press on it, I don't want it moving. especially where joints are. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some bits put on where joints are going to go, and reinforce where shower's going to go. You know, maybe screw 2 bits of scrap on, so I can, you know, so it's going to be solid when I screw shower in. This shelf here, I've done it the same height as the windowsill, so I've still got all this bit of stuff to take off a windowsill, so it's like the same height as the brick. So I don't know whether it'll make any difference, but I'm thinking of, you know, when it comes to tiling, that and windowsill are going to be like the same height. I don't know why. It's just my thought of how I think it would be, you know, better like that. But yeah, we're pretty solid now. So next thing, like I say, I'm going to put these spacers in and try and figure out all the plumbing for the shower. Right, this is the shower that we've got, which is going to fit on this middle pole. This is the tap that we've got. I already run into a problem. I think I'm going to have to file this section down a little bit, because that's fully screwed in and it's pointing complete wrong direction. The other issue I've got is this point right here will be where the middle of the bath is. So do I hack into that and put it in the center of the bath, which it's going to be like in way of the shower a little bit, or do I have it at this side of the bath, so it's not in way shower, but it's not central to bath? And also, if you look, it kind of sticks out quite a way. It's quite a long tap. So the bath is actually coming tomorrow, so I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Right, it's the next day. The bath's turned up, so I've just placed it in just to make sure that it fits, because it is it's very tight. It literally only just fits in. So now that I know it fits, I'm going to get these fitted to it, which is all the feet, kind of get it roughly the height I need. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put screw a piece of wood to the wall across this back and across here for it to, you know, so it's perfectly level for the bath to sit on, and then I can adjust the feet down to the floor and make sure it's all nice and secure. As for the taps, I've been having a quick look. So the shower is going to be attached to this here, and the taps, I think if I cut a piece out there and get it centered, I think that is where I'm going to put it. I think that's where it looks best, rather than having it off to the side a little bit. So I'm going to figure out whereabouts I need to put the tap, and then I can cut a section out of this and reinforce it a bit. Also, as you can see, that I'm going to have to file a bit of this off, like I mentioned earlier, to get that turning in the right direction. Right, I've got it pretty much leveled now. I've set my laser up, so I need to get the bath back out of place now, and then I can install the wooden frame section for the bath to sit on. But while it's in place, I'm going to figure out whereabouts the taps are going to go. I can cut out for that as well, and run some pipe work, hopefully. It's getting closer. I'll keep doing that and we'll get it square. Right, that's the taps plumbed in. I mean, it don't look brilliant, but it works. So I had to just couple this up just so I don't know how I'm going to do it one-handed without getting water everywhere, but that's the hot, and obviously cold still works. Don't know about this tap, but it does kind of drip for a long time after, but I'm pretty sure that'll just be down to the type of tap. But I need to nip to B&Q now to get like because this is 22mm pipe, so I need to see if I can get one of these like angle thingies that go from 22mm to 15mm, so I can send that off that way and run it up for the shower. And then this one, I've just connected it temporarily. I can't even say that word. But yeah, I've connected it for now, but this one I'm going to replace it with that, and then that's going to be the cold feed for shower to run up here once I get that sorted out. But I just wanted to test everything out, make sure it were all right. But we're slowly getting there, so I'm going to nip to B&Q now, get some more bits, and hopefully get the shower pipe work attached. Right, that's all the plumbing done. Yeah, it looks a little bit messy, but it works. I just need to make sure none of it is leaking, which it is all pressurised. I've had water running up here. Make sure that everything works alright. Obviously I can't test my soldered joints at back there until I put shower on, so I'm hoping that they don't leak. Otherwise that's not going to be good, is it? But yeah, I'm going to try and, well, I don't even know how I'd tidy them up a bit. So I mean, it's not like they're going to be moving, they're all going to be under the bath, innit? So I think it'd probably be alright like that. So I'm going to get that backer board. I'm going to start fitting some of the backer board up on this back side here, because the bath's going to be pushed up against it. And then I need the drain pipe putting back in, which went through this hole in wall behind that bit of cardboard. So I need to get that put back in, and then I can slide bath up once I've put this backer board on this back wall. So that's what I'm going to do now. Just a quick update. I didn't realise my battery on my GoPro went dead while I was doing this, but as you can see, I've cut these two backer boards out. They're not screwed on, they are just in place, but I also added extra support where the joints of the backer boards are going to be, and also across the bottom where I can screw it into. It's probably overkill, but you know, I'd rather over engineer it than under engineer it and end up with like flexing and cracking tiles and stuff like that. So that's why I've done that. So what I'm going to do, I've just added these onto this because I've got plenty of pipe spare, but I wanted to pressurise the system and make sure that none of my joints down back are leaking before I end up committing and screwing everything down, because the last thing you want is a leak. So I've got that all pressurized up now. It seems to be working okay. I've had water shooting out of these, that's why it's a bit wet and you can see a drip on floor down there from it. But other than that, I think all the plumbing work seems to be pretty sound now. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fit the waste pipe back through here, and there is a brick missing, so I have got some spare bricks outside. I'm going to try and fit another brick in to block that up a bit better. Whoever did it previously did a bit of a bodge on it, so I want to try and fit a brick back in there as well. So that's what I'm going to do next. Right, bit of an update. I've done a little bit off a camera. Now what I've done is I've actually sanded or used a wire wheel on the walls to clean all the dust and crap off, which was horrible. you literally couldn't see in here when I was doing it, it was that bad. But it's cleaned all stuff off of them brick walls, and I've sprayed some PVA, some watered down PVA on these, where on the brick section where the backer boards are going to go. As you can see here, I've already drilled it out, and I've just put two screws in just to hold that one in place. So I've drilled all the holes, plugged them using these brown plugs, and I'm going to do the same with this top section now, and then these need to come back off, and I need to put some, I believe you use tile adhesive for them, so then I've got to put adhesive on the wall and then they can go back on, and I've already got my screw holes, so I can literally just stick it on, stick screws in, because everything all lined up. So like I say, I'm going to do the same with this one, get that ready. This wall and this wall I can't do until the bath's in, so I'm just going to fit temporary the top one, and then I'm going to put bath in then, and then when I mix some stuff up, I can do that and these two walls at the same time. Right, we got to the point now where we need to sort the drainage system out for the bath. So I've just had a read through instructions. This, we've got a silicone seal that needs to go on there. Don't forget, this bath has got a wrap on it as well, so I've peeled back the protective film around where it's going to fit. And then we've got this washer and this that goes on underneath and tightens onto it. But I'm going to add a little bit of silicone around this just to make it a little bit more watertight, just in case. So, right, I've not put a lot around. I'll just put a little bit around this, and then put this silicone seal on there. Right. There we go. I'll do the same on this. Probably a bit overkill, but you know, I'd rather do it knowing that it's probably not gonna ever leak than risk having a leak. So now I'm gonna have to tip the bath up a bit so I can actually get to it. Right, there we go. Right, time for this one now. I don't know whether I'm going to need to cut this pipe down a bit, so we'll just take that off. I think I'll do the same with this. I'll just put a little smear of silicone around it. That's it. And then just got this to fit, and then we can slide it back in. So I'll bring you back when I'm just about to slide it in, or when I've just slid it in. Hey, what a mission that was, eh? It's in, it's finally in. It's starting to look a bit like a bathroom again. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to stick some silicone right down in this gap all the way around, make sure it's like as watertight as I can possibly get it. But I'm going to have to do that tomorrow now, because the waste pipe that I got is a little bit too short. I thought I could reuse the one that were here, but I can't. I need to go get another one. So that'll be tomorrow, because it's a bit late now. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and you'll see what this transforms into. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.